Recording in progress.
All right, greetings, 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 family, friends, and the world. This is Mikael Eric Harris, better known as the Juice, excuse me, also known as the Alkaline Water Guy. How's everyone doing on this beautiful night? This is the night after Sunday, which we call Fight Fire with Truth, which is open conversation. This is Fight Fire with Truth, which is open conversation. This is part two. This is part two. And part one was kind of interesting. I was getting ready to get started. I was going into, and I don't know, my mind was just going into the Roman era, talking about certain things in the Roman era, right? And then, what we got over here? Then, as I was getting into the Roman era, I was going into Daniel chapter 2, was breaking down the timeline and actually went into Babylon, which when Babylon actually started um, after Nimrod, after Nimrod, and then after the Tower of Babel got spread it out, and then when the first kingdom of Babylon under Nebuchadnezzar, I shared that, and then I went into the Nebuchadnezzar's dream about the head of gold, which was him, the arms, both arms and breasts, which meaning is the Medes and the Persians. Then the torso and the thighs being the brass, which is the Greeks, and then the legs being the Roman Empire. Then the feet being made of iron and clay, which is the system, and the those that's breaking away from the system, which is the clay, which is the man, and the iron, and also about the the stone that was made without hands, that was given without hands, crushed everything. That's Israel. That's the law. Actually, that's the law, and Israel crushing everything and going to take over the whole earth. So I mainly just broke that down in part two. Then went to seven while I was in there breaking down the continent. And matter of fact, the how the fourth beast took over the whole earth, devoured the whole earth, that is, and he did it by the continents, the countries, the continents, countries, cities, states, towns, um, district area, district and counties, and towns and neighborhoods, all the way to your home, all the way down to your birth certificate and stuff like that, which we're gonna get to soon, right? That's in Revelation 13. But yet and still, how I've shared that just that one portion in 723. Then after I got done with chapter 2, giving that information, then I went back to chapter 7, verse 21 and 22. Then I went to 17 and 18, breaking down the Ancient of Days, the things that happened, the kingdom, and it was who's going to be in charge forever and ever. All right. Then it was a brother, Paul came in. I had to pause it for a minute to see who it was because I didn't want no one to come in with the but I had, we said, Paul, it's so many people that I know, and this one brother, he was out of Atlanta. He favored this brother that I met last night. I thought he came on, but as we got to talking, I really got to understand and remember who he was. Then he told me who his woman was. I bet he ain't here now, but if I said Strawberry, bam, I remember exactly. We know Strawberry was another nickname for his lady named Nikki. But yeah, we had a quick conversation, in that as well. Then from there, TB was on, and I got to breaking down the information about all the nations that rose in Babylon, that rose up in Babylon, not the empire of Babylon, but while Babylon was growing as a king, not even a kingdom, was just growing as different nations on the earth. Um, I ended up sharing about the Moors, where they came from, how they came, and then brother TB, Teddy Bay, he wanted to share some information. I was actually wanted to hear some more what he had to say. He don't stay around long enough. I think this is too controversial for him. He's new to the group, and some people that are already stuck in their mindset, they're like, oh, I can't, people scared of new information, or should I say, truthful information, because a lot of times people can't handle no more than what what they've learned most of their life. So now, people can't see things outside of what they already know. And that's the problem we have today. But hey, a lot of people going to be a part of the clay. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people going to be part of the clay and still a part of the iron, which is a part of that feet that we were talking about earlier. I see things and I understand things, but I don't try to change people's minds. I don't try to change them. I let what I know be known, but a person can think whatever they want to think. I really wanted him to finish up his comment. I wanted to see where he got the chinky eyes is supposed to be the Moors day. I think he was trying to say. I believe that's what he was trying to say. But I'm not trying to put words in my mouth, but I really wanted to hear his conversation. But I wanted to break down with the audience from where we at, where I come to understand what I know, and I wanted him, but he was getting some food and stuff, so he never came, while I was getting things together because I had to change the concept. I had to change the narrative from the fourth sovereign testimony to the Roman Empire 420. Excuse me. 41226. The Roman Empire 41226. I mainly say that for today is because I've talked about the Roman a lot, and I really believe and feel that I went through IMPERIO, which I'm gonna play for you in a few moments. I played it and it kept skipping a lot, but I think I got it in the post. I was actually fixing that up to put it in the post. But I look at Esau being in control. They're the Roman Empire today. And when I say Esau, I'm talking about not only the nation, it's the mindset of Esau. Why? It's because I'm about to read to you right now. All right? I'm about to read it to you right now so y'all can understand where I'm coming from. All right? So Esau's blessing right here at 38, 39, and 40. So I'm going to read those 38, 39, and 40, which Isaac blessed Esau, right? And I believe that I went through IMPERIO to have an understanding about it, to do what I'm doing today. All right? To give them facts about what it is today and an understanding of them, what they're doing, because their purpose is here too. They have a purpose, what was given to them, because the Creator said through his seed, through Abraham's seed, all nations are going to be blessed, and they have been blessed through us. If you think about it, all the other nations have been blessed through us. Why? By our actions, our work according to the land and stuff. But we're going to be the head. That's the difference. But you have to have an understanding mind to see and understand what's being said. Some people mind just dig one way and they can't see outside of what they think. They tunnel vision. Hey, that's on them. But let's go over here to Genesis 27, verse 38. Starting at Genesis 27, 38. And then I'm gonna give you the Roman Empire again, which is Imperial. I'm gonna let that play again, but I ain't gonna play on the big on big. I'm gonna let it play small, where you might can hear the whole song this time. All right. 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and we were crying, and that's understandable. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. Thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. He gave him the fatness of the earth first. Over here in 27 through 29, verse 28 says, therefore Yah give thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth. Gave us the dew of heaven first, but he's getting the fatness of the earth first, meaning that he's in charge first. Because this was his blessing that he sold. The blessing was the birthright. A lot of people don't know that. The blessing was the birthright that he sold, but the people never caught on to it. Father, give me information. The more I study and learn and understand, what is more what is more prominent than the earth? The dominion of the earth. And I think I understand Jacob's better now because it's individually. Jacob's blessing is individual, not as a nation. It's individual purpose, if like the remnant and those who choose to step in the ways of Israel. This is not for the whole nation. This is for those who choose to stand up as Israel, but for the ones that bloodline first, and then the other people with understanding. So Esau 38, Genesis 27:38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, here we go. Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. The fatness of the earth. And of the dew of heaven from above. Switch that blessing around. 40 is your key. And by thy sword. Now, it's a people in charge, but it's a system that's in charge. That's the key. See, it's not just the people. It started out just the people at one time. The Greeks was just the people. The Romans was just the people. But when they subdued and bruised and took over everything, people became part of them through the mind. They're enhanced through the Esau's way of life. Esau is a mindset now. It used to be just the people, but now it's a mindset. People have no different than Israel can take on the ways of the Creator by Israel, tongues, nation, and people can take on the ways of the Creator. No different. One law for the stranger, one law for Israel, and one law for the stranger. That's it. See what I'm saying? Now, no different than Esau doing what he's doing. The Father wants you to be of your own. Esau just get out there and spread the seed amongst anybody. And we have become like that through our transgression and things like that, not knowing what we did because we transgressed the law. But let's keep it moving. And by thy sword, verse 40, Genesis 27:40, by thy sword shalt thou live. If you break it down in the layman's term, by war shalt thou live. By war shall you live, Esau. And like I said and been saying, when it comes to the games, no matter what, even though it's all in fun and pleasure, whatever, them games were not fun and pleasure in the time of Caesar. Those were called the gladiators at that time. And at that time, it's still the same thing today. Gladiators today. Right now, they fighting, not fighting physically, but they're competing for money. And don't even realize that money is coming from their Q-tips. That's their own money that they're playing for. But they have fun doing it. I can understand people have fun doing. I would love to work and have fun doing what I'm doing working. But then the control after that as well. See, they control you. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Again, verse 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shall serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass. Now, it's coming to pass. I mean, it's going to be history, but it's going to happen. It's going to come to pass. When thou shalt have the dominion, when you're going to have the dominion what? Of the earth. That thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. You're going to break his yoke, meaning you ain't going to be under his authority no more. You're going to be in authority. Matter of fact, you're going to be in authority. You're going to subdue everything, and that's what has happened. That's what Daniel chapter 2 is about. And Daniel 7, especially 23, 24 and 25, 26, maybe 27. But yeah, that's what it is. Daniel 7, 23 to 26, I believe it is. So that's Esau. Again, Genesis 27:40 states, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Now, we're going to go back to IMPERIO one more time. I want to give y'all that, and I'm going to give y'all what maybe y'all can hear it this time because... Let's go back here. Do it like this. Okay, let's try this one more time. All right. Hmm. There we go. All right. Everything just went to crazy. So that they're coming back for some reason. I lost all my stuff before. I don't know what happened. So what I want to do, I guess, while we're standing right here waiting, we're gonna go ahead. There we go. There we go. Got the album and everything set there this time. Now let's see if we can get back to where we're supposed to be. All right. Now, looked like I was a little, I don't know what happened right then, but now let's see where we can get. Now I can try to get this one more time, and I'm going to do it on a short screen this time because I'm not going to do it on a big one. I put it in big, and for some odd reason, go ahead and push play real quick. But I put it in big, and that mother kept buffering, so I'm gonna leave it on small screen on here on Zoom, so y'all can check it out and take these things off, so y'all can check it out. But like I said, I believe that the Creator sent me through. I went through IMPERIO for a purpose to understand certain situations and things that's happening, and hmm, I come to understand the Roman Empire a lot better now than I did before I even really got into the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people who don't understand history and information because they just stuck in one genre, their tunnel vision. But there's a lot more that you got to have understanding to. So I'm gonna play this Veni Vidi Vici, which means I came, I saw, I conquered. This is what Rome did. This is Rome, what Rome said. This is what they did. This is what Caesar did at the time. At the time, this was old Rome, Caesar. They were going around conquering after after Greek relinquished their power over to them. All right. Let's break this down real quick. Let's hit it. And here we go. I believe. There we go. Pause this up real quick. Why? Because it looks like it's starting. All right. All right. I want to make sure that it's playing this time. The last time. Here we go. One more time. All right. Just want y'all to hear this one more time. Maybe I can hear it totally clearer this time than before. That's the name of the song. Y'all gonna see me in here dancing. Actually, I have some like little gray hair at the time as well. Had my little toga on, orange toga. We did this in Cologne, Germany, October of '94. Yep. That was it, y'all. That was Imperial Veni Vidi Vici. And this is actually that was actually like I said, that there was we sold a quarter of a million of our first single, put out three singles, three videos before we put out our first album. Um Gave you the information to that. Actually the video is in the description now. I put it in the description because, just so y'all can see it. And then I have two other ones if y'all want to search for them yourself. One of them is called Nostra Culpa. Well, the second one is um, Quo Vadis. That's the second one named Quo Vadis. The third one is Nostra Culpa. I'm actually the lead vocalist on those other two. But that one, I was a hype man, choreographer, rapper, and dancer. Within our first 3 months, we sold a quarter of a million of our first single. I got a gold CD from that. And the whole thing is, I believe that the Creator sent me through that way to come to find out more and understand more about the Roman Empire in order to be where I'm at now, to understand what I'm sharing with you according to the Roman Empire and where we are today, so we can awaken to the knowledge of the truth of the things that the Creator has brought us to and brought us through, right? So when we look at all the things that's happening, boy, I see some other scriptures I really want to hit right now, but I'm not going to be on these too long. Just going through these to let you understand this whole New Testament is of the Roman Empire. You know, whether y'all know that or not, whether y'all accept it or not. Mainly, that's this whole New Testament, mostly of the Roman Empire. Y'all know, oh man, I almost got on Emmanuel real quick. But nope, we're going to stay on the Roman Empire. And as I was sharing in part one, that the Greeks was the dragon. I was sharing that point in Revelations 13. Nope, Revelations 12. That's the dragon. The dragon is the Greeks. And you'll find that in chapter 12, verse 3 and 4. I'm going to hit that real quick. Then we're going to 13. Again, I've been sharing this quite some time, and the reason why is because I'm trying to share with you where you can see, and I'm not trying to go into long points, but I'm just trying to give you certain parts where you can get an understanding of the situation. Now, the great red dragon, and I was sharing with you also, the 7 continents is the 7 heads. 7 continents are the heads. But the great red dragon is in Revelation 12, verse 3 and 4, right? It says, and there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon. The red represents Esau. That's what a lot of people don't realize. Red represents Esau. He has dominion of the earth at this time, as we just read before we played IMPERIO, right? And there appeared another one in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head. See, the 7 crowns was the kingdoms. 7 heads, 10 horns, which is 10 places of power, and 7 crowns, which is 7 kingdoms, right? Upon his head. And his tail, which is his tail, drew the third part of the stars, which is us, of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. That means he actually took us from where we were and cast us to the earth, right? And there is and the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. Now I look at that physical and spiritual. The physical is when they went over into Africa from the land underground and went into Africa, and they stayed there until I think late 90s when they ended up getting shipped back. The ones I don't want to think of the tribe, but the ones who got lifted back and went back home at a certain time. Excuse me. The spiritual point, excuse me. The spiritual point of that is when we're going through our spiritual awakening, there's evil there, and there's the presence of the angels that's there when you're going through a spiritual awakening. And there's a lot of things that can happen, and you either can get, it all depends on which one you choose, what you choose to do. See, the Father, they don't make you, Satan can't make you take anything, and the Creator can't make you take anything. He will lead and guide you, but it's up to you to do it. It's up to you to accept his way or not. Everything is your choice. And that's what people fail to realize. But as we can see, that was all of a sudden. That was Revelations 12, and the red dragon was the Greeks. As I shared with you, the dragon is the Greeks. The beast is the beast is the fourth, which is the Greeks. I mean, it's the Romans. The beast is the Romans. As it said in Daniel 23, Daniel chapter 23, right? So let me go ahead and break this down for you. Give you the 2 legs, which is the Roman Empire. These are the legs of iron. These are the legs of iron. Remember, they said that the Greeks, or the third kingdom, is the torso and the thighs. The thighs go down into the legs. Let me show you how that comes about. Now, I just shared with you that the dragon was the Greeks. Now stood upon the sands of the sea, and I saw, this is chapter 13, this is the first beast. It's two beasts. You got two legs. You got two legs. You got two iron legs, one left, one right, and one was Caesar and the other one was the Pope in the complex of England, right? All of a sudden, y'all, sorry about that, but let me go ahead and make it do. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea. That beast was the fourth beast over the whole earth, right? Having 7 heads, which is the 7 continents, 10 horns, that's 10 places of power, as far as I'm concerned, 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns. So these, upon them horns, there were 10 crowns. So there was kingdoms upon those powers that were set up in the earth, those 7 continents, set up upon those 7 continents. And upon his heads and upon his heads the names of blasphemy. All these nations are blaspheming the Father's word. All of them. Because if they're not keeping the law, they're blaspheming. The Father's law has always been here from day one, or should I say, day one, verse 3. Genesis 1:3, talk about the light. When he made the light, that was the law in chapter 3. All right. So, verse 2 says, and the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet was like the feet of a bear, and his mouth was as the mouth of a lion. Mouth speaking great authority. And I'm looking at the his feet was like a bear, was bare. I'm looking at the Soviet Union. Could be, could not be, don't know. And like unto a leopard. Some would call Napoleon like the leopard, but all that's a part of war. I don't know at that point. I can't give you that from one to that point, but I can say this. After the lion, it says, the second part, which is after the colon, it says, and the dragon gave him his power, his seat, and great authority. The dragon, which is the Greeks, gave Rome their power, gave him the seat. They gave him the seat to sit and take over, and great authority. Gave him everything. That's where Greek fell off and Rome picked up. Right? And then 3, this is your Christianity. I shared this a few days ago as well. And I saw one of his heads as it was wounded to death. And his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. That's the Roman Empire. The deadly wound was in 56 years, 325 AD to 330 or 351 AD. 325 to 381, my bad, to 381 AD. King Constantine to the Council of Constantinople. So information about history, I talked to y'all about looking up history. I got a post in my YouTube, my Facebook. I might end up adding that to it as well. Take that post. I'm just gonna take the post and just add it right up on the IMPERIO. Put it right up on the IMPERIO, the post. Y'all can check. Y'all can hit that post and open it up. Matter of fact, I actually gave information for here, and then I gave you the information to that. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add that to it so y'all can see that. And I'm just gonna tell you, Revelation 13, the Roman Empire, so that you understand. And then in there, it's got a link. So when you tap it, it's gonna open up. When you open it up, you'll see a link. When you hit that link, it's gonna break open, and you can read it for yourself if you're interested in the knowledge, right? So it said, and I saw one of his heads, and it was wounded to death. And his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast, which is the Roman Empire. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. They worshiped the Greeks. They gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, see, first they were worshiping because why? Greek came in and took over. Then, and they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him? Because the way their tactics and everything was totally different. They got stronger as they go. So like it says when it said the elder shall serve the younger, and one shall be stronger than the other. That's Esau. People don't want to accept it, but as a unit, they're stronger. Individually, we're strong. We can come together as a people, but individually, you got people that stand out. And that's how we do. Y'all know it. 5. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. This is your Christianity. A mouth speaking great things and blasphemy, speaking like people calling him son of God and calling him God. Who? Jesus. And all they did is change the name from Jesus and made him Yahshua. Some people call him Emmanuel. All of them is idolatry. That's where blasphemy comes in at. And there were given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. To me, these are your crusaders going around making people accept their way of life. 42 months went around making people accept their way of life. That's to me, to my understanding. 36:6. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against Yah, see, to blaspheme his name, blaspheme the Creator's name, which is his law, and his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven, mentally. You understand? Excuse me. That's mental. I keep trying to tell everybody it's all mental. People trying to look at the physical, it's mental. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints, that's us, and to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. There you go, right there. See, he, Israel, not Israel, he, the Roman Empire, which is the beast, is going to take over all nations. Came up out of nowhere. 8. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, see that, whose names are not written in the book. All those whose names not written in the book, they're going to worship him. Some of them going to keep worshiping because they ain't going to change. Whose names are not written in the book of life. Excuse me. Of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. Mm-hmm. Who is that? Israel. We were slain. That's why we don't know who we are now, but we're waking up at this day and time. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leads him into captivity shall go into captivity. All you people that's out here as cops and stuff and doing the stuff, now you got some things going to come back on you. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. The saints, the patience and the faith that we hold for the Father. Now, the second beast. Remember I told you 2 legs? Rome got 2 legs. Caesar was old Rome. Now come new Rome. Actually, this right here describes the United States. This verse 11. Let me break it down to you. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. And he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. 2 horns like a lamb, little small young lamb, little small horns, Democrat and Republican. Which one ever win, he spoke like a dragon. I mean, people listen. See? People listen. Verse 12. And he exercises all the power of the first beast. You see? Christianity. He exercised all the power of the first beast, which is Christianity. Before him that caused beast before him, and caused the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed, which is Christianity. Then he moved into when he got over there to the image. This is all still Rome, y'all. On this, until you start following the law and get off from under them and start keeping the Creator's ways, this is still the Roman Empire you live in. Therein who worshiped the first beast who did when was healed, which is Christianity. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. They did that. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth, you see that, by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, sight of the people, the citizens. Don't forget the system is the beast. Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image. This is where your Jesus come in at. They should make an image to the beast, to the system, which had the wound by the sword and did live, to the beast which had the wound. That was the system. That was your church. And now you got Jesus. And anybody that you try to break the first commandment with. First, second, and third commandment, that is. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. See that? And who did? He had power to give life unto the image of the beast. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused it all, both small and great. Here we go. With the chip and with the social security cards, ID cards, and information. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. I haven't heard about the foreheads yet, but we do know about the arms that they've been getting. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the nation, or of the beast, or the numbers of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding. But first, the name is your all caps name. The number is your social security number, and the number on your birth certificate. And birth certificate, that's a bond, and your number on your social security card. These are what you're being tracked by. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, which is 666, which is Vicarious Philly D. Just pull that up. Vicarious Philly D, Victorious Philly D, V, Vicarious Philly, F, V, F, D, D-I-E, I believe it is. V, F, Vicarious Philly D. But it both, when they break down, it means 666, and that means man who is like God, like he's taking God's place on earth. But the more you research, the more you know, the more you know, the more you grow. All right, well, I'm going to leave it right there. Like I said, I was going to make this short tonight. We can always get into it. If y'all really want to get into it, we can get into it. But I'm going to give y'all some tools to check out. Just gave you IMPERIO, and I'm going to also put in that link that I put in earlier this week. So I'm definitely going to give y'all that so y'all can do some research yourself. But sleep is trying to hit me hard. So what I'm going to do before we pull out, I'm going to say, number one, thank you anybody that came through. If they came through, we got Mola over here on Instagram. That's about the only one that I'm seeing so far. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. And before we go, I just want to share with all of you that I am that Mikael in Daniel chapter 12, verses 1 to 3. Yeah, that's me. Showing the holy people who they really supposed to be. Waking them out of their dead beds, which is really in their heads. For all of you who's living in the new, this is for you. I'm the same Mikael in Revelation 12, battling that red dragon where Satan dwell, who deceiveth the whole world but prevaileth not, because the horn is blown without a doubt. This was prophesied for you to see that Mikael is really me. Other than that, I'd like to thank y'all for your time, your patience, your listening ears, your seeing eye. And we can ride first and read out of Numbers chapter 6, verse 22 through 27. And it states, And Yah spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, On this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, Again. And Yah spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, On this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, Yah bless thee and keep thee. Yah make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yah lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. And they shall put Yah's name, which is his law, upon the children of Israel, and Yah will bless them. We're going to shema our way out. Shema Yisrael, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad, Baruch Shekevo, Vakuto Violam, Vahid, Hallelujah. Hear, O Israel, Yah our Father is one Father. Blessed be thy glorious kingdom forever and ever. Hallelujah. Praise you, Father, for all you've done, been doing, and plan to do. We bless you, thank you, and praise you for all the knowledge you have given us to know and come to know and to grow in. We praise you, bless you, and thank you for today's word and all the words you've given us, and that we keep in your holy word and in your holy name. We bless you, praise you, and thank you. Hallelujah. 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 Praise you Almighty. All right. Now, for everybody else, just want to let everybody know that if you'd like to get in contact with us, we start with our private class first. We're gonna give you our Zooms. What I would like for you to do, if you're interested, you can connect with me on if by texting me your name, number, and email. Text me your name, number, and email. Once you text me your name, number, email, I will send you information in your email that and also lock your number in about the sovereign classes, which is Introduction to Sovereign Class Knowledge. This is if you want to come. That's on Tuesdays only at it's private. That's private class. It's Tuesday only at 7:30 a.m. or 9 p.m. Eastern Time. 7:30 a.m. or 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay. You can text me. Excuse me. Excuse me. You can text me at 770-572-5315. That's 770-572-5315. Or you can email me at lkhyym@gmail.com. That's lkhyym@gmail.com. All right. That's my number and my email in case you want to connect with me. You can also catch us on that was that was Introduction to Sovereign Class of Knowledge on Tuesday nights at 7:30 a.m. or at 9 p.m. And then we have a Sabbath Assembly of the Righteous. Sabbath Assembly of the Righteous on the Sabbath day at 12 p.m. noon. That's 12 p.m. noon Eastern Time. You're welcome to come through. And we'll be here waiting for you if you're interested. Then we'll be here on Fight Fire with Truth, like we are here tonight. Fight Fire with Truth. These are our public classes. We're here on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And that's Fight Fire with Truth. That's every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Then we're here at did you say that's Fight Fire with Truth? Then we're here on Mondays at Mikael's Knowledge of Truth. Mikael's Knowledge of Truth on Mondays at 9 p.m., which is night after Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Night after Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, if you want to come through, they'll all be in your Google Calendar because we're going to set it there. And just connect if you like. That's Mikael's Knowledge of Truth. And then we're back around. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern. Then we're back around to Tuesdays, which is Fight Fire with Truth. Let me take it from there. Now, for the public classes we're on YouTube and X formerly known as Twitter. That's YouTube and X formerly known as Twitter, which is all one word, which is Juice Pro 33. That's JUICEPRO 33, all one word. JUICEPRO 33, all together. Got that. That's you can like, subscribe, and share at YouTube or at or X, formerly known as Zoom. Excuse me, y'all. This mother coming down on me. So, X, formerly known as Zoom. So, also, you can catch me on Facebook. My Facebook is Mikael Harris, which is MI apostrophe CHAEL. Again, that's MI apostrophe CHAEL. That's Mikael Harris, HARRIS. MI apostrophe CHAEL HARRIS. That's my Facebook. My Instagram, you can catch me there at LKHYYM underscore the juice. That's LKHYYM underscore the juice. And that is on my Instagram and one of my TikToks. That's my Instagram and one of my TikToks, LKHYYM underscore THEJUICE. Now, for my other TikTok and my other TikTok and my other my mind is going time. YouTube. My other TikTok is under Michael the Juice Harris, which is 4 words all together stuck by one. That's Michael the Juice Harris, which is spelled MICHAELTHEJUICEHARRIS. Again, that's MICHAELTHEJUICEHARRIS. All right. Last but not least, we got rumble.com and patreon.com. Rumble.com and patreon.com, both from our patreon.com /LKHYYM. Again, that's patreon.com /LKHYYM. Last but not least, we have rumble.com /LKHYYM. Again, that's rumble.com /LKHYYM. Other than that, I'd like to thank everybody for your time, your patience, your listening ear, your seeing eye. My eyes can't stay up because I got to get me some sleep. I've been up since 6 or 7 this morning. I ain't been asleep yet. So it's coming down. I thank you. I appreciate, love you. See you soon. And always. Peace. We'll see you by you first. Love you. Appreciate, love you. And see you soon.
Recording stopped.
There we go. All right. Okay, over here on Instagram, I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. See you soon. Love you. And peace. And over here on Facebook, I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. Thank you. Appreciate, love you. See you soon. And always. Peace. And over here on YouTube Live, I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. Appreciate, love you. See you soon. And always. Peace.